Hello, welcome back to 12 Days of Sweet Tea Christmas. I am so thankful that I'm finally over, for the most part, this really gross flu that I've had, and I can function like a normal human being again. So hopefully you guys are doing really well too. So Merry Christmas. I wanted to pop in today for a special day for the 12 Days of Sweet Tea Christmas and introduce you or reintroduce you to someone you may know, my amazing and beautifully talented friend Lauren Lanker from the Thinking Closet. So I have been blessed to know Lauren for probably about 2.5 to 3 years, and she and I have just become amazingly close. We pray for each other and talk to each other regularly, and she's just an incredible human being all around. And I could not be more proud of her for releasing her brand new paperback version of Thinking Outside the Gift Box. 75 simple and meaningful gift ideas to spark your creativity. She's genius. She is a gift giving, goddess. she's just awesome. And I'm really proud of her, and I'm really excited to be holding an actual book, like the real thing. This is so cool. And you can see my little tabs. I've already bookmarked pages. So I wanted to talk to you guys today as kind of a gift guide of sorts video, because I think that if you're struggling to find gifts for certain people on your list, this is going to be what you need to make it happen. So first, let me tell you a little bit about the book. Last year, Lauren released Thinking Outside the Gift Box as a PDF, which I immediately bought and downloaded and started reading through, and I just love it. And one of the reasons why I was so excited about it is because as I read, I started seeing things that I had already done, several things that I had already done as gift ideas for people that I love. Because in my family, we love to give gifts of meaning, not just something that you wrap in a pretty package and it sits on a shelf or hangs in a closet and it's there. I mean, we do some gifts, that are from a store and things like that, and they may have special meaning, but we really like to have gifts that will stand the test of time, that we will look back one day and go, you remember that thing that we did, or remember that thing that I got you? And my family is very big on gifts of experience. So it may not be something that necessarily fits under the Christmas tree, but it's something that we can do together and enjoy our time together and make those memories and snap those pictures that we'll keep forever and ever. And that's why I'm so drawn to this book, is because it's exactly that. It's memories. These are attached to memories, these gifts that you're going to give. So everybody has people in their life who is just that one or two people in your family that's impossible to shop for. They have everything, right? Like my mom is one of those people. She is the dearest person to my heart, and I never know what to get her for Christmas, ever. She has everything. If you ask her, Mom, what do you want for Christmas? Oh, don't get me anything. You know those people. They drive me nuts. My husband's another one. He's so hard-headed and stubborn and just, he's one of those people, if he sees something that he wants, he'll just buy it. And then I have nothing to get him for Christmas. Now, trust me, we're not rolling in the dough, so he always calls for approval if it's over $20, but it's just frustrating because I never know what to get him for Christmas. So I actually used Lauren's PDF version of this book last year and came up with his Christmas gift last year, and I'm going to show that to you in just a minute. But I want to show you a few of the highlights of Lauren's book specifically, and then I'm going to show you a few ideas that I've used and different versions of things similar to things that she may talk about in her book. So I want to show you this first. This is awesome. I mean, it really is it's so beautiful, just the book itself. So I know that our mutual friend Tori designed the cover, from Tori Grant Designs, excuse me. And it's just a beautiful book. And I was really shocked when I got it in the mail and I opened it up, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's me. Like on the very first page, guys, that's me. So I had no idea that she was doing that. So I was really excited to see my name on the first page of an actual published book. That's so exciting. Thank you, Lauren. So Lauren signed this for me. And one of the packages that she offers is like the ultimate Thinking Outside the Gift Box package. And I'll give you details about those, but you can get your own signed copy of this too. And I know, Lauren, it won't just be thanks, Lauren Lanker. It will be some amazingly beautiful, perfectly articulated message from the heart, because that's how she is. She's awesome. So when you purchase Thinking Outside the Gift Box, it's not just a book of gift ideas, guys, okay? When you get the book, you get a bonus. See the free bonus? So you get gift labels and all kinds of stuff. Drink coupon, food gift tags, 12 months of dates mini book. This is the placeware mini book, and jar lid labels, okay? You can download those. So this is an example of what you'll get, and it has the link where you can go and download those. So in this book, she talks about gifts of experience, gifts of place, gifts in vessels, gifts of music, gifts of personalization, and gifts of the written word. And she has stories that go along with each individual one of these categories. There's beautiful quotes inside the book. It's just laid out really well. It really is like a story. She tells you, you know, her life basically, and how gifts from the heart have played such an integral part in her life and her family's life. So I wanted to share a few of my favorites with you. And one of the ones that I want to share, the first one I want to share, is the pre-planned dates. And this is something that I had seen all over Pinterest before, and my husband and I, let's just say he's less than romantic, but he's really sweet. But my husband doesn't go above and beyond to go out on dates. And we're not really the kind of people that like to dress up either. You know, dressing up for my husband is jeans that don't have a hole in them and a button-up shirt left untucked with the sleeves cuffed. Granted, he looks good, but there's no getting a tie on him unless it's a wedding or a funeral. It just doesn't happen. So the typical date thing just doesn't work for us. So when I got Lauren's PDF book last year, she has the 12 pre-planned dates. And I started really thinking about that. I was like, you know, I bet I can come up with some stuff for my husband. So that's one of the dates. That's one of the gifts. So last year for Christmas, I found this really cute box. I think at TJ Maxx, honestly, for like $4 or something. And I had note cards, and I went into my Google Drive and I made these really cute monthly dates and put them in stationery and gave them to him. So I have on here, open on the 1st of each month, and there's 12 of these. So just to give you a sample of some of the dates that I did. And trust me, he liked this because every single month he's like, can I open the next one? Can I open the next one? Can I open the next one? And we've had some awesome dates. So we had September at Six Flags, okay? Take a day off from work, go to Six Flags when it's not busy, because if it's busy, my husband wouldn't go. We had things like just get in the car and go for a drive and take pictures and have a picnic wherever we end up. We went to the gun range. We went out on the boat and just went fishing. Different stuff like that. They don't have to be elaborate gifts, but just 12 monthly dates. And it's something that's intentional, and that's why I love it. It forced us to think outside the box a little bit as far as what we could do together. It really opened our eyes to things that I like to do that he wouldn't normally do with me, like the antique shops that I love to visit. We actually found quite a few that he enjoyed. He loves to go fishing and he loves to go hunting. I'm not going to go hunting with him, but I did go fishing with him several times over the course of this summer, this past spring and summer. And it was awesome. It's stuff that we can do together even when there's no kids in the house, because I don't want to end up being one of those empty nester people that the kids are grown, they leave the house, and then we're stuck here and we don't know what to do with each other. So this has been really awesome, and I'm probably going to end up doing this again this year for Christmas. Hopefully my husband won't watch this video, but I want to give him gifts that have meaning and force us to spend time together doing things that maybe we wouldn't ordinarily do. So that's one of my absolute favorite gifts, and it's as easy as writing 12 little dates down on pieces of paper, putting them in an envelope, and sticking it in a box. He was so excited when he got this. I don't know that I've ever seen him really all that excited about any other gift I've given, except maybe Michigan football tickets several years ago. But he really enjoyed this gift, and he looked forward to every single envelope on the 1st of the month, and it's just been really cool to experience that with him. So another one of the gifts that I love that she talks about are gifts in a jar. And I'm a sucker for mason jars. If you guys have been around the blog at all, I mean, even my logo has a mason jar in it. I have done several gifts in mason jars. I'll even put a link in the comments below to a post that I did where I made a cookie recipe and I layered the dry ingredients in the mason jar, big mason jar, and then I used glitter paint and painted the handles of wooden utensils and gave that as a hostess gift to a friend of mine. And it was really sweet. It was something very simple to create. I printed out the recipe and tied it around the top of the mason jar, and it was really great. So gifts don't have to be elaborate to have meaning, and you can do a lot with the mason jar. And she even has printables for you where you can print out the mason jar labels. Okay? I'm telling you, Lauren makes it so easy. But some of her ideas are a craft kit in a jar, a spa in a jar, chill pills. It's candy, chill pills. I love it. And you can even think outside the jar gift and just use a container of some kind. The survival kit is another one of my favorites. This is great for really anything. You can do survival kits for people who are going off to college or for people who are getting married or anything like that. I did a survival kit and I actually used these printables right here for my daughter Marley when she went to summer camp for the first time. I packaged up, because you know kids at summer camp love to get mail, so I packaged up some fun stuff like some water balloons and some candy and different things like that, and I itemized everything on the printable that Lauren provided and sent her a survival kit for summer camp, and she loved it, and it was really easy to do. One of my favorites that I've ever done, and I'll share a link to this in the post too, is a box of sunshine, and it's actually really kind of cool. I made this before I ever knew that Lauren was writing a book, so I was really proud of myself that I was like, hey, I've done that, you know. But she has a box of sunshine where pretty much everything in the box is meant to bring joy, and it's yellow and orange like the sun. And I did this for my best friend Debbie, who was going through just a lot. She was just going through a lot. She was away from her family for several weeks taking care of her mom who had to have surgery, and she was just really down. So I got the address to where she was staying at her mom's house, and I packaged up this really cute box of sunshine, and it was all this really cute yellow and orange stuff. And then I got all of the ladies, including myself, from our Bible study group, our women's Bible study, to write a handwritten letter and seal it in an envelope, a yellow envelope. And I put those in the box and I mailed it to her just out of the blue. And she still has it, you guys. This has been like 2 or 3 years ago, and she still has that box with the stuff. She's used a lot of the stuff in it, but she still likes to just open it up and smile, and she still has all the letters that we wrote, and anytime she needs encouragement, she reads those letters. So that goes along too with what Lauren talks about, gifts of a handwritten note. They're so meaningful, and it's something that you can just hold on to. So when all else fails, write a letter. That's what I'm getting to here, is an open win letter. This is a really cool idea. And I'm actually quite proud of my daughter because she's using this as the gift idea for her best friend Keely this year. So she has taken the time to write about 15 letters to her best friend. Now my daughter's 13 and her best friend's 14, and she's written letters to her best friend for open when you're sad, open when you need a giggle, open when you get married, different things like that. She's written like 15 different letters. Okay. Some of the other gifts in here have to do with photography, and I'm a huge fan of photography. And I want to show you a few of the gifts that I have made that you can also make, and I'll share links to those. So this one's kind of big. Hopefully I can fit it in. This right here is a brainchild of mine that I made. I wanted something really cool to put in our house that kind of represented our family, because my husband and I, it's our second marriage. My second marriage, his second marriage. So my daughter is my daughter from my first marriage. So we're kind of what you might call a blended family, even though it didn't take much to blend. But my husband has been stepfather to my daughter since she was 5 years old. And you would never know if you saw him in public that they're step parent and stepdaughter, because they're ridiculous together. They're just ridiculous. They love each other to pieces. But anyway, I wanted something to put on our wall that kind of documented, this is us, this is our life. So we got married in 2008. This is our last name. And these are just Instagram pictures. These are all Instagram pictures that I printed on cardstock with my inkjet printer. And I cut them up and I made a collage with our initial. This is just fiber, whatever you call it, fiberboard, whatever, foam board. And then this is a frame that I got from Michael's and painted red. So this hangs on our wall. And this would make a really cool gift for anybody, really. You just print out a huge letter and cut it out to use as the template. I laminated it, and I used my silhouette to put our name and our married year on here. So this is the year that we became an actual family, 2008. I love this. I love it, love it. Another thing that I have on my blog is these photo blocks. These are just wood. It's just wood that I've painted the edges, and I used Mod Podge transfer to transfer the image onto the wood block. So this is my daughter Marley when she was little, and then our two labs, and then Daisy May. My camera, I'm looking at my screen and it's backwards, so that's Daisy May, squishy face, the Basset Hound, and then Savannah, Dakota, and Marley. So these are all of my girls together. And I just put a little bracket here that I can hang this on the wall, or you can just sit it anywhere, you know, and decorate with those. So you could make those in a series. You could put letters on them, whatever you wanted to do. It literally takes 5 minutes to make one of those, and then you just let it dry. So those are really great photo gift ideas too. And the last thing that I want to show you is probably one of my favorites, second to this one. But this was just something that my brain came up with when I realized that I have all these really beautiful Instagram photos that I never do anything with. And I wanted to print them, and I wanted to be able to see them all the time. So I made a journal of sorts. So I have a key ring, just a ring, and it opens up so I can put stuff on it. So all I did was order Instagram pictures, some of my favorite Instagram pictures, and I put Project Life cards in between or on the backs. So I can go in and add more when I want. Some of them are just quotes. Some of them are lined so I can write notes. But these are some of my favorite Instagram pictures. And Project Life cards. And it's a journal. So it's just a really cool way, hi Marley, for me to document fun stuff and appreciate good times with all of these pictures. There's my husband playing guitar, one of my favorite things to come home to. That's Savannah. So just a bunch of different pictures that I love, that have happy memories to them. But that's a really cool gift. If you can even now go on to other people's Instagrams and use chat books. Excuse me, and you can order a chat book of their Instagram and give that to them. So this one's really cute. Marley and Daisy May. Cheer bliss. So anyway, that's just a few ideas for some handmade gift ideas. And there are tons more in Lauren's book. So I want you to pick up a copy of this. And the book alone, how cool would it be? Okay, here's a gift idea. You make a craft box, all right? And you get a whole bunch of really useful craft supplies like some ribbon, glue gun and glue sticks, scrapbook paper, whatever, all kinds of stuff. Maybe some little paint, some paint brushes, and this book. And you package it all up into one big box as a gift. How cool would that be? I would love to get that as a gift. Now, I have all that stuff and this book already. But if I didn't, that would be an awesome, awesome gift. Especially if you know somebody who likes to give gifts. You can totally give them this book and some craft supplies, and they can just go to town. So, Thinking Outside the Gift Box by Lauren Lanker. And I have to read from my phone because I will never remember all of this. I want to share with you the different packages that are available, okay? You can buy this book as a PDF for $9.99. And you get the printable toolkit of 11 gift giving resources. My computer just made a noise, I'm sorry. You can buy the paperback version, which I highly recommend, and I'll have links to where you can go to buy it down below. You get the paperback book, free shipping in the US. You also get an ebook version in PDF. You get the printable toolkit of 11 gift giving resources, inspirational printable quotes and cards, or you can get the ultimate book package for $45. I don't know if I said how much this was, but this is $24.50 for the book and the PDF. For $45, you'll get the book signed by Lauren, which I highly recommend. Like I said, she's amazing. And she'll send you a gift-giving supply kit, which is 4 surprise items. So there's your gift right there. You get the book and you get the supplies to give gifts and free shipping, plus all the other bonuses, all the printables and everything else. And you'll get a gift-giving brainstorming worksheet, a birthday and anniversary calendar, a holiday gift tracker, DIY gift wrap guide with 101 creative ideas, annual membership to the Insiders Club monthly newsletter, which is awesome, by the way. I've been getting it for a year, and it's awesome. Exclusive expert interviews, 3 videos, lifetime updates and access to new bonuses, and you can get a discounted price for additional gift copies if you'd like. So, I highly recommend this book, honestly, and I'm not just saying that because I love Lauren. I'm saying it because it's truly that good. So, look for the links down below to where to buy this book and for the gift ideas that I've shown you personally that I've made. And I hope you guys have a very wonderful and touching and beautiful, family-oriented, full of memories Christmas. And I will see you next time. Bye.